Hey guys, welcome back to another Gear Pro one-on-one. We're super excited about our newest launch of the Fade EDC collection, and since we've launched, a lot of you have been asking some comparison questions between the Fade collection and the rest of our EDC lineup. There's some general differences between the two different parts of our EDC collection, and then some specifics. If you want specific compartmentalization of the bags, head to the website on the specific product pages where we answer those questions. But Eli's going to kick us off here from our design team on some of those general differences, and we'll go kind of bag by bag.
Perfect. Yep, so one of the main differences you're gonna see right off the bat between the Fade collection and our EDC line is the Fade collection is designed to be a lot more discreet and sleek with minimal branding. We used a different fabric just to cater to that. The Fade collection is also built around weapons carry. So whether you're carrying a folded AR, there's a pack for that. And just the loop line interior allows for easy customization with that Velcro lining. You can set it up the way you need, where with our EDC line, you're gonna have a lot more of that built-in organization.
Yeah, a big question a lot of you guys ask is use case, and so kind of a generalization is, again, this is around EDC, also a little bit of travel. It's around the executive protection in mind, whereas these have a little more versatility in one way as far as it has the ability to weapons carry, but for some that might be too robust or more robust than they like, but for others it's robust enough that this can double as a great pack for hiking. Some even utilize some of these bags that we're going to talk about for hunting and overland adventures. But we're going to break them down a little bit and give you kind of a comparison between similar packs between the rest of the EDC line and the Fade, so you can make your best choice when looking between them. And we can start with our brief.
One of the main things you're going to see between the Fade brief and the executive brief, the executive has a ton of built-in organization, where the Fade brief is designed with that loop-lined interior for you to set it up however fits your needs with those Fade accessories or any other Velcro accessories you may have. Inside you are going to find some built-in organization, but nothing nearly like the executive. The executive is a little bit larger as well. Both can accommodate most larger laptops, but the executive is quite a bit bigger.
And both with their own similar magnetic hidden CCW pockets located at the tops of the bag.
Yep. And again, with this one in that pocket, you are going to have that loop line interior. You're not going to find that in the executive, but in the executive, you are going to get a little bit more depth. So if you do need to carry more than just your laptop or your firearm, this might be a good option for you. If you want that sleeker look with that customization, you may want to go with the Fade.
Next, we're going to look at the difference between our bando and our sling. A lot of you have asked for a comparison between those. While to us, this is more of our fanny pack and this is our first true sling. A lot of you do utilize the bando extension strap for this to be used as crossbody as a sling pack. But as you can see fairly quickly, the sizing's very different even with an XL compared to this sling. This is great for just your standard sidearm carries along with your daily essentials that you're going to have, your phone, wallet, and keys, whereas this is going to give you a lot more customization that was built in by Eli and our design team.
Yep, so you're going to, first off, you're just both going to have the rear compartment for that firearm. If you want a more detailed breakdown of this bag, you can find that video on our website. But you are going to have that loop line interior in the other pockets. You're just going to be able to carry a little bit more in the sling versus the fanny pack.
And it has a much longer strap, so anybody can use this crossbody without anything additional purchase like the bando.
Moving on to more of what might be a traditional backpack, we have the Fade Transport 18 and 21, as well as our Switchblade and Jackknife packs. So first off, again, you're going to see the sleekness of the two, much more militaristic vibe here, and these are a lot more of your just urban look to them. And again, over here, you're going to have a lot more built-in organization. On the Transport 18 and 21, you're going to have a lot more of that loop-lined interior where you're going to want to use different accessories in there to add that organization. If you are looking to carry something like a folding rifle or a small subgun, this may be a better option for you with that built-in structure, that built-in structured bottom, and the internal carry handle. It's just purpose-built for that. If you're looking for maybe a little bit more built-in organization, these may be a good option for you.
A lot of you asked specifically for a comparison between these and the Switchblade. Something I'll point out again is that structured bottom. These stand up on their own no matter really how you have the layout compartmentalized within the pack. The other thing is where you're primarily going to be carrying is a back clamshell panel pocket behind in here, and then your laptop and other accessories main compartments in front. Whereas with the Switchblade, it's going to be all in the same compartment that you access. And so that's something, a couple features there that a lot of people have asked as far as a different edition of the Switchblade. Instead, it's a completely new pack, these transports.
Right. And if you are going to be carrying a pistol in the transports, you are going to need some kind of a Velcro holster or some kind of thing like the Tracer Tactical panel to mount your holster in, where with the Switchblade, you have that magnetic concealed carry compartment that is ready to go right when you get it. One other thing you're going to see in a big difference is the yoke on the Switchblade is adjustable, as well as you have those load lifters, where on the transports, those are built in and they do not have the load lifters or that adjustment.
This is where it comes back to, guys. This was built for EDC primarily, whereas this was EDC ability, but also being able to, give you this air ventilation and extra padding. If you are going to load this up heavier, you can add a hip belt if you're going to load this up heavier for maybe short hikes and even hunts. This is specific for that EDC lineup. All right, guys, and probably the most requested comparison is the Little Trick to our Adapt. Those of you who followed along with Eberlestock EDC packs specifically in the past will know that we actually had a bigger version of the Little Trick called the Big Trick. And where this one comes in is addressing a lot of those comments and feedback we got from the Big Trick as far as giving it more depth and not necessarily needing as long of a pack because it stood out and wasn't as gray man. So specifically with this Little Trick, as maybe a lot of you already know, it's got the expandable bottom here, so if you are carrying a larger carry weapon, it has that ability. The Little Trick goes up to 23.5 inches internally. It does come with a non-molly look, but again, you're going to have a more sleek look with this Fade Adapt. And again, that Little Trick, you're going to have access to all your gear and that carry weapon from the main compartment, whereas that's going to be separated here. And then there's also some really unique features around that carry ability in that Adapt.
Exactly. So you do have that same drop down. Like he said, it's kind of that happy medium between the Big Trick and the Little Trick as far as size goes. Internally, like he was mentioning, you still have that laptop sleeve, but you have this rear compartment, and that serves as your scabbard internally for carrying a weapon, where in the Little Trick you are going to use the laptop sleeve that drops down into this expandable scabbard portion.
So even when you open that main compartment, that scabbard section's completely concealed, and it's also completely separate from the rest of your gear. And again, touching on the fact that this sits up on its own, whereas this does not. And the last question that gets asked a lot about our EDC packs in general, a lot of you guys use it for air travel as well when you aren't using it for carrying. A good way of thinking about the sizing in a practical sense is that transport, the Switchblade, the Little Trick, the jackknife, those are all great personal sized items when you are going on airplane travel. And this Adapt is more of that carry-on style. And with that in mind, this also does have 2 side carry handles as well for getting in and out of overbin compartments, in and out of the car easier, which is a really nice touch to this Adapt compared to the other EDC lineup. Guys, we hope this answers a lot of your general questions comparing these Fade collection pieces and the rest of our EDC line. But if you have more specific questions, a pack-to-pack comparison, please email us at customerservice@eberlestock.com, subject Gear Pro. And if they can't necessarily answer your question to the fullest with a email back to you, we'll create a customized video just like this for you, answering your question and finding you a solution between the 2 packs. Thanks again for watching, guys. All of this is available on our website at eberlestock.com. And give us a call, shoot us an email with any questions. If not, enjoy the packs. Thank you for trusting our gear, and get out there.